The natural world around us, with its order, complexity, and continuous systems, is proof of the existence of a higher power. Our universe could not have come about by mere chance, nor could it have arisen from nothingness. It had to come from God. But who is God? Today I would like for us to consider 4 points that will help us begin to answer this question. Well, first we see that God is an eternal being. The Bible opens with the phrase, "In the beginning, God," Genesis 1:1. This means that God existed before the world. Matter is not eternal. This is a basic scientific rule. Therefore, there had to be something or someone who pre-existed the natural world of which we're a part. Well, this is God. God had no beginning. The psalmist wrote, "Before the mountains were born, or you gave birth to the earth and the world, even from everlasting to everlasting, you are God," Psalm 90 and verse 2. Everything around us is temporary, yet God is eternal. Secondly, we see that God is our creator. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, Genesis 1:1. Though some ridicule this idea, the reality is that someone had to do this. The writer of Hebrews stated a fundamental principle: for every house is built by someone, but the builder of all things is God, Hebrews 3 and verse 4. Just as we understand that the house in which we live was not constructed by a series of fortunate accidents, it should be abundantly clear that our world could not come about in that way. Jesus, the Son of God, was instrumental in the creation, for John wrote, "All things came into being through him," referring to Jesus, "and apart from him, nothing came into being that has come into being," John 1:3. And not only did he make the world around us, he also gave life, John 1 and verse 4, to each one of us, showing his power and his personal interest in us. Thirdly, we see that God is our provider. After the flood, God gave a promise to Noah that would apply to all mankind. While the earth remains, seed time and harvest, and cold and heat, and summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease, Genesis 8 and verse 22. This refers to God's providence, and as he promised, these things continue today. Even mockers unwittingly acknowledge this when they question his promise by saying that all continues just as it was from the beginning of creation. Peter acknowledges this in 2 Peter 3, verses 3 and 4. James wrote that every good thing given and every perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of lights, with whom there is no variation or shifting shadow, James 1:17. These blessings that we and all mankind enjoy in this life are a witness of God's existence and his care for us, Acts 14 and verse 17. And then lastly, number 4, we see that God is all-knowing. The characteristics of God are sometimes summarized to include his omnipotence, meaning he is all-powerful, his omnipresence, meaning that he is ever-present everywhere, his omniscience, which means that he is all-knowing, and his eternality, meaning that he has no beginning or end. Omnipresence and omniscience are related to each other. The psalmist wrote about this when he said, "Where can I go from your spirit, or where can I flee from your presence? If I ascend to heaven, you're there. If I make my bed in Sheol, behold, you are there," Psalm 139, verses 7 and 8. He is mindful of us wherever we are and whatever we do. Furthermore, God even knows our thoughts. The psalmist also wrote, "Even before there is a word on my tongue, behold, O Lord, you know it all," Psalm 139 and verse 4. The writer of Hebrews explained that God, through his word, is able to judge the thoughts and intentions of the heart, because nothing is hidden from his sight, Hebrews 4, verses 12 and 13. So, who is God? He is the eternal one who created us, who provides for us, and who knows us perfectly. Therefore, it's important that we also know and serve him. Friends, we thank you for joining us for our program today, and have a blessed day.